Adobe did not sponsor this video, but I hope they do someday. Hey recorders, well, quick backstory. A couple months ago, Adobe found out that I'm no longer a student, so I wouldn't be eligible for their student discount. And of course, they would start be charging me $52 a month, which I can't really afford that. Well, I sort of can, but I don't want to spend $52 a month. I mean, that's for me to use all their apps, but the only apps I primarily use are Adobe Premiere Pro and Photoshop. I mean, Lightroom, I still use it. After Effects, I don't touch it, but it's like, I don't want to pay like so much for just to use, say, just the Adobe app, which is probably like $20 a month, and it's like, I need the other apps too. And I was actually gonna cancel my account with them, but then they told me that, oh wait, here, you've been with us for a long time, here, check these special offers. And I checked, and they offered me to have all the apps again just for $20 a month, which I'm like, thank you so much. And because of that, and to show my gratitude for Adobe giving me that discount, it's like, I've decided to do a video finally once and for all explaining how I edit the panel videos with Adobe Premiere Pro and why I need this editing software the most. I mean, I can't do it in Windows Movie Maker. I mean, sure, I used to use Movie Maker a lot, guys, like back when I was like barely starting to learn how to edit. And it's like, without a Premiere, I can't do them the right way that I do them. And it's like, enough of this. I'm about to show you once and for all. Alright guys, I just opened up Adobe Premiere Pro 2019. I mean, yeah, I've been having a little issues with this update. I mean, it's because of so many changes, and I feel like my laptop isn't exactly compatible with it. Of course, I mean, this laptop that I use isn't a solid state. If it was, I wouldn't be having these kind of minor issues. Anyway, alright, first of all, here's some example footage. Like, I know I decided to pull from the panel of JDF from a Power Morphicon Express. Anyway, first I do this. I drop it in the timeline. And of course, you notice how it's all red in the timeline because it's unrendered. I mean, before that never used to happen, but ever since I've been doing this update, that's been happening. And sure, I can like render it right now, but that takes so long, and it takes, a lot of like, it takes some of my computer's memory or gigabytes, and it's like, it's kind of not worth the hassle of it. Anyway, first of all, I move it. Now, in some typical videos, I either put like a message in the beginning, like, do not download or copy this video, blah, blah, blah. No one's... Anyway, so here's the footage, you all see. The VHS tape. I mean, this is actually a very old video that I shot a long time ago, like almost 5 years ago, and I still keep it. But the issue with this is, like, all the videos, they're like shot in 1080, and this footage is actually shot in 720. And for this, I actually just used the first 10 seconds of this clip. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait until it gets to 10. Hold on. And then I hit the mark out. Drag this in. And of course, you see how it's noticed because, this footage isn't like, I don't know, whatever. And then I just go to Effects Control, go to Scale. And then scale it up until it fills up. And sure, I'm supposed to render this, but like I said, there ain't no time for that. And then just hit a ripple delete. Now normally, when you hear that little sound, that's where I usually include the title text. And of course, Adobe, why they had to change the title text? I mean, to do the title fonts, and it's like, why? I mean, the other way I liked it so much better. I don't like this new version. Anyway, I just, like before I used to see a square, but now you don't, so you have to kind of use your imagination to where it is. Like say I just drag it like that, then wait, and then wait until like a little layer thing, like this graphic things comes out. This has been one of the issues I've been having with Adobe ever since they updated it. Like, it's not the same like it used to be. Like, sure, I've gotten the hang of it, but still it's not the same. And here's where I typically put the name of the panel you're about to see. Like, say, Power Morphicon. Oh, wait, hold on. Say Power Morphicon. Wait, hold on. Power Morphicon Express 2019. Name of con first. And then say JDF panel. And of course I have to like highlight this and then go down here, put the little middle, put it in the center, and then change the text if I want to, because I normally don't use Minion Pro. I use whatever I feel like is the right. And then I just put this at the edge. And of course, you know, this is what I've been doing in most recent videos, where I include this other image layer, like this watermark, you know, with my business name, subscribe to its Recording Time Media. Part of the reason I do this is because I gotta protect my content, guys. I mean, one person had the nerve to like download my video of Stephen Amell panel, and of course I had all those layers, and the victim did this just to hide it, to hide my watermark. But you know, let that asshole get away with it or whatever. And of course, here's where I do a little transition. Like I usually use a film dissolve. Grab it, I put it in the center. That way when it transitions, like it just goes straight into the video. But it always has to be in the center, like this.
That's what happens when you have
that, to make it look like we're transitioning in the video. And on some occasions I do put a crossfade within the audio, like this. There we go. In the center, that way it all sounds together.
That's what happens when you have like a car and
then and that's pretty much it, what I do in the beginning. And then we go include the other footage, the rest of it. But in this one, depending on how long the video was shot, we get the size of it. Here we go. Then after that, of course, I extend the watermark layer. I mean, not layer, the image, until it's at the end. And that's pretty much. Now on what? Of course, normally this is how I do all the videos, so they're all kind of have to go through this unrendered thing. I mean, it wasn't always like this, of course, whenever I do it. And then when it's towards the very end of the video, I include the rest of the VHS footage, which I just normally drag until it's like right here. Put that at the end. I gotta check. Also, I always have to make sure all the videos are shot at the same frame rate, like 24. Sometimes I do 30, it depends on the occasion. And then final film dissolve. Now, because how these videos are all very long, I feel like no one goes to the very end, so I don't include like something for the, like, say please subscribe more or all that stuff. I include one there and include one the way it all fades out, and I do include one with the for the image up here. And for audio, because you know both, I don't have like say separate video, a separate microphone, so otherwise I'll be getting a separate audio audio for it, and I would try to match it, of course, right here with audio. But depending on the audio, depending if it's say too loud or not loud or too quiet, I go to audio. Of course, this is one of the new features that Adobe added to for Premiere, and it's like sometimes I either just go to dialogue and I go to right here preset, and I use whatever sounds the most right to me, like say podcast voice or any of this, or clean up noisy dialogue. I normally use those, or sometimes I use I just go to the audio, right click, I go to audio gain, and say if I put in -5, and that will make the audio kind of reduce the audio, or if I do it the opposite way, it increases the audio. That's pretty much it. I gotta make sure this is highlighted. Go to File and Export. Go to Media. This is another issue with Premiere I've been having with the new updates. Like sometimes how I always get the not responding crap. And sometimes this has been happening where I just do this. Hold on. You're killing me. Alright, now lately for the export settings, that's been taking a while to get out. And of course, you know, like, the most recommended thing to do is say, you hit, set the video at H24, and then scroll down to where it says for YouTube. Right here, say, 1080 full. I normally don't actually use that, guys, because that actually helps the uploading go more faster. But, you know, for this example, I'll just do it. I mean, I normally actually just keep it at its high bit rate. Hey, sorry about this. Or you could go say medium bit rate, which doesn't really do much. Like, it kind of, not say reduces the quality of the video, but it actually makes the video like have less memory. Like, say it went from 1 gigabyte to 532 megabytes, and then put the name in. I just put, say, JDF panel. Sorry, apologize. Hit save, and then I hit export. And that is it, guys. This is how I edit the panel videos. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope if you hit that subscribe button, it'll comment down below, like this video, tell me if you guys have any editing questions. I'll be happy to answer them, and catch you next time, guys. Bye.